I gotta move?
Yeah.
All right.
Circle around.
Okay. How was the flight?
Good.
Yeah?
Both were fine, but
Okay.
they made us check in our bags, and that's why, we lost some time here, but it's
Oh.
all good.
Because the overhead was full?
Oh my gosh.
God.
The whole plane was full, everything was full.
Oh, really?
But there we go. Recession, right? Remember?
Oh, yeah, sure. You don't think it's happening? You're not seeing it?
Show me.
Okay. Yeah.
And maybe we don't see the whole world, but what we see, it doesn't look like a recession.
Yeah, I don't know. I just see what it does here. Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
It's
FSD.
What, do you have it in your car?
No.
Oh, are you serious?
I had it for a month, and
Okay.
then I canceled it because I couldn't. It was about a year ago.
Okay. And you
so-
just weren't convinced that it was going to do the right stuff?
I was panicked. My
Okay.
control freak.
Well, let's see if we can get some good reactions out of you today.
I have it in my car.
Okay.
Yeah, and Laura is to the point that she doesn't drive any other car anymore because she's just so used to FSD.
Really? Okay.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. I mean, I haven't used it coming out of the airport yet, so I'm curious to see how it does.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going to be nice and attentive. And we're getting some rain too, so we might actually do it in the rain as well.
Okay.
So it's gonna be, talk about an anxiety attack.
Oh my
You're gonna have a crazy anxiety
Okay,
attack.
if I scream, I scream. Okay.
Yeah, it's great content. It's
There we
fine.
go.
Yeah.
It's great. Anything for the clicks, right?
That's right. Clickbait. That's right.
Thank you for picking
Oh, of
this
course,
up.
it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Oh, you're both going to the meeting
yeah,
tomorrow?
yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
nice.
Yeah.
The
Nice.
trouble I find with full self-driving is you can't do it if you have any passengers in the car. They just
They
freak out.
freak. Yeah.
I'll try not to freak. Don't you think he's a little bit left? Very close to the rim, or is that just me?
Well, it's more center than usual because I usually bias to one side of the road myself, and so
Rather
I had
to
to
the
get
right, right?
yeah, and I had to get used to like just how the car naturally biases itself. But then after a while, I got used to it to the point where I mean, Cindy, when she's the passenger, she lets me use it all the time because it was like that before where she was my passenger. She's like literally turn this shit off. It's driving me nuts. She will say, "I will smack you."
She's my woman.
Yes,
Right.
she's like, turn this shit off. And now she's like, oh, it drives better than you. I'm like, well, that's
That was
comforting.
easy.
Yeah, I know, right?
So it's true.
Yeah.
It was very smooth up to now, no doubt.
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it.
You'll see. I mean, it's on the highway. I feel like it's very, very good. On the highway, I feel like it's very, very good.
Well,
So,
let's see.
yeah. What do you want to talk about? What should we talk about? You want to talk about shareholder meeting tomorrow? What do you
Yes,
want to
yes.
do? Yeah. What do you expect?
I don't expect anything new. I'm really low expectations. I mean, I hope we see JB Strobel.
Okay.
I hope we get to ask good questions. Do you have a question ready?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah,
if I
me
go up
too.
there, yeah.
Me
What's
too.
yours? You want to spill the
No,
beans?
no,
Okay.
no.
You want to save it for tomorrow?
I've trained. I mean, if I don't get to ask a question, it's all as well. But
Yeah.
if I get, I'm ready.
Okay.
I've really prepared myself.
Okay.
And I actually asked my Twitter subscribers to bring questions up. I had my own. And I'm not going to ask my own. I'm going to ask one of them when they came
Okay.
up.
Nice.
But and then did you see that he's going to be straight after?
Yeah,
interview
CNBC,
Buffett?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think that's about?
Well, probably just reaction to this all, and maybe to his France trip today. I mean, I just hope they don't do anything in France. Ugh. If,
You mean like business wise?
yeah, I know. I hope they don't build
don't.
a factory or
Okay.
anything there, because France is not business friendly. Macron certainly oversells it, and I just hope Elon doesn't get fooled, because France is really complicated. So anyway, so that's that, and I guess Faber is going to ask him, on the shareholder meeting and anything. But that interview gives me sort of a feeling maybe there is something big coming tomorrow. Because all the normal points, I think they all go through. I think JB is going to be elected.
Yeah.
I think Robin and Elon, of course, are going to be reconducted.
Yeah.
So I don't see.
So what about the whole thing? It's like, he's going on CNBC because he's going to be planning on stepping away from CEO into a different role. What do you think about that?
Well, you remember we talked about that about a year ago, and I
Yeah.
always told you I think CEO is the most crappy job he should have, because it's so much admin stuff and so
Sure.
much stuff, and that's not.
He openly says he hates it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I really hope that one day he finds somebody good to replace him.
Okay.
Now this obviously happened now with Twitter, and maybe that gives him the idea. Now is that Tom Chu? I don't know. You've met him already, right? Tom
I've
Chu?
never met Tom Zhu,
So
no.
that's maybe gonna be something tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to ask him straight up. You the new CEO, bro?
Exactly. Is it you? Come on,
Are you
tell
the new
us.
CEO?
The three-letter word, right? Tom Chu CEO.
Yeah, there you
right?
go.
There we
Perfect.
And,
Yeah.
and so, my gosh, he's doing good. This thing.
Really good.
It's doing okay, yeah. I mean, sometimes, so what I've noticed is on some roads, it's a little bit more confident in going on the road. Like here, it still was a little hesitant. but it's smooth. It's the smoothest version by far that we've had, and that's one thing
What
that I'm
version are you on?
11.3.6. So it's not 11.4 yet.
Okay.
I know others have gotten 11.4. They got it last night, but I have 11.5.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
stop.
Slow.
Oh, that's nothing. There's a road by my house. It will wait until the very last second.
But it always breaks.
It always breaks.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's always safe, but it's not always smooth. That's
Okay.
That's the thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I am curious because it is fascinating that he did sketch, because it's literally right after, right? As soon as
Yes.
he's done with the shareholder meeting, he's like going to go out back and jump on
so
the.
there may be something, right? Because just for the agenda items are boring. There's nothing sufficiently there to really make. And I mean, he's not the guy who loves going on CNBC, and it's not CNBC reaching out saying, "Can we please come?" Right? So this is organized. There's something. So what is it?
So which means that the meeting will start on time then, right? Because otherwise, right? Because he doesn't want to be late. He won't.
Exactly.
He won't want to be late, right?
He can't be late for 6 o'clock. I mean, the meeting was supposed to go from 3 to 5,
right?
And the interview is at 6. So that doesn't mean
6 Central.
Yes.
Oh, so he does have an hour gap in between. Okay, so it is going to start. It's probably going to start late, and then it's like, oh, I got to go, guys. I have to go on CNBC.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No more questions.
They're going to take two
Alexandra,
questions
sorry,
from the.
Can't take
You'll be at the mic. It'll be like 5:59. They're like, oh, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I gotta go.
Oh, it's you, Alexandra. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
I knew you had a great question, but next year, okay?
That's funny. That's funny. Do you think there'll be anything about the compensation package?
No.
Okay.
I think the compensation package would have had to be in the proxy agenda, and it was not.
Okay.
And what they had put in it is that whatever they do for new executive packages will have a 3-year range, right?
Yeah.
And then you had these proxy advisors going, no, we want yearly, but obviously Tesla didn't change the proxy agenda, so I think we all vote saying yes, the board has the right to give 3-year packages, and which will then be revised in 3 years again, which I think means sooner or later there will be one, but I don't think it will be tomorrow. Okay.
And then as far as the largest, like, what do you think will be the biggest surprise, like, out of this whole thing? What do you think will be, like, by far the biggest surprise?
If Jimmy Strobel takes the mic.
Okay.
If anybody else, then Elon answers the questions.
Okay.
I think that would be surprising.
Okay.
And then, I mean, maybe there's something new, like a new factory announcement or what I don't know. But something. I mean, I don't think it's product related. All these people hoping for, a date and a price of the Cybertruck. I don't think that's the venue for it.
Right.
So.
If there's one thing I've learned about these like type meetings, like you said, is like they're not product centric. They're rarely. I mean, they're never product centric. Unless I'm thinking back in like the 2010s. I think may have been a place where they were doing like a mixed thing, But nowadays, the last few shareholder meetings and investor days or whatever have just been kind of like, this is what we've done. Yeah. This is what we plan to do, broad terms, and it's just a reiteration of what their plan is, right? Maybe they'll put out like 3 or 4 data points that are new to us that we've never heard about, that are like, oh my God, wow, that's amazing.
And so did you, I mean, I'm not going to ask you a question, but did you tailor your question to it not being product specific?
No, mine has always been about the culture. So like, here's the one thing I've always thought about is like, as Tesla gets bigger, the key thing that helped Tesla get to where it's at now is the culture. I really believe so, right? So my question was, as you get to 20 million cars per year, you're ramping up energy. How do you plan on keeping that culture long term? Because at some point, right, you would think there's diminishing returns, right? So like, what are your plans to ensure that your speed continues around that front, right?
And it's difficult to answer as well, because mine is the same. Mine is a question where if he answers, I'm on Sky 7. There's no doubt about it. But I have a little bit of fear that he will just say, I can't answer that.
Okay. But you don't want to say what the question is.
No. Because you'll publish this today, right?
Yeah. Yes, this will be up in 2 hours, and we're gonna have it's gonna be spoiler alert. Yeah.
Will she spoil the question or won't she? I mean, the thing is, obviously, how high is the chance that we get the mic, right? There's a whole strategy to it. Do you know that?
Oh, you have to sit right next to where they're gonna place the mics, and it's never always. So here's a green light. I have to push it along. Right. So that was weird. Right? So it was a green light, and I had to push it along. So
So the strategy is to sit next to the mic, but there are multiple mics, and you don't know which mic it's going to be.
Right, exactly, yeah. So I might just, if luck is on my side, I'll end up at the mic. If it's not, I'm not going to be upset about it.
Me's the same. But I mean, and then I thought, if I get the chance to ask a question, I better be prepared. Right?
Sure.
And so I did prepare myself. So I probably over-prepared myself because there's no question that's just it. But that's it.
Yeah. And this is your first tour of the factory, or you've been there before?
Yes.
Okay.
I've never been to Fremont. I've never been anywhere else.
Oh, wow.
I've been 25 years ago in a Mercedes factory.
Okay.
So I've seen car factories before, but I mean, obviously a long time ago, nothing comparable.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I haven't seen the finished sort of the line. So I was there for Cyber Rodeo.
Oh, and that was open only the entrance, or what was it?
Yeah, it was kind of like these, it was they had like a sample line, right?
Okay.
You could kind of walk like, hey, here are the machines we're going to be using. Here's kind of how we're thinking about building the car. Here's a mega casting. Here's this. Here's that.
But you didn't see the line itself, right? You didn't see the production line, or you did?
No.
Okay.
But I'm assuming with this one, it's going to be something similar to Investor Day. We'll be able to see 4680. Maybe we'll see like a trial Cybertruck line that they're building. Who knows? I mean, are there going to be tours? Do you know if there's going to be tours,
right? There are
right?
going to be tours. And so I talked to people who were at Investor Day.
Yeah.
Because on our QR code invite, the last thing we got a couple of days ago,
yeah.
it says factory tours 10 minutes. I said, that's not possible. I mean, how much can you see in 10 minutes? So the guys that were at the Investor Day in March, they said it said 10 minutes then as well, but... So doors open at 11, at 11:15 you give your bags and everything, you get your badges and all that stuff. And then they don't take the whole group for one factory tour. They split it up in multiples.
Okay.
And while you're waiting, there are Cybertruck rides and plaid rides and stuff like that organized.
Oh, fun.
And then by the time the first group really goes in, you already lost more than 10 minutes, so it can't be just 10 minutes.
I see.
And then the tour itself was rather 30 to 35 minutes then. And then you get out and you get debriefed, and they take the next group, or they took already a second group while the other one was moving along. So I think the tour itself keeps us busy for 45, 60 minutes, right? But we're in there at 11, and the keynote starts at 3. So they're 4 hours.
So that's where people might roam around, talk to. Maybe there's leadership group there or something.
Well, maybe. I mean, for sure, there's the merch store, of course.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, what do you think Tesla's margin strategy is for 2023? Is for investors to go there.
I had somebody
They're like a band. When the band tours and you buy the merch.
And I had somebody tell me, I'm going straight to the merch store so they don't sell out. I said, you must be joking. They will have everything so much. Don't you worry. We can have everything.
Oh my God,
Come on, this is our company.
That is so funny.
And there's food and beverages to purchase.
Okay, nice.
And and then I guess it's just gathering people, getting to know. I mean, I hope it's more than just us. I hope it's also people from Tesla.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, and just for the sake of it, so when I asked my Twitter subscribers to give questions, we actually split it up. So we have questions for the keynotes, and we have questions to Tom, and we have questions to Rebecca if she shows up for the supercharger network, and we have questions. So I have 2 pages of questions.
Wow, you're like prepared. My God, you're always prepared.
True.
I love how we always do our podcast. When we do our podcast together, she's got like 7 bullet points or 12 bullet points.
Oh, come on.
And I'm always like, I'm just gonna go in and see what happens. Like I am so. I fly by the seat of my pants.
She is very prepared.
That's awesome. How's the car doing so far, by the way?
Actually, I
haven't
forgot,
done anything.
I forgot that you're not driving.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the latest version. That's usually what it's like.
Maybe I'm getting there.
Yeah. You should try it again in your region.
I wanted to. I was reaching out to Omar actually publicly, and I said, so this Max, that's the software version I have. And there seems to be an issue, like whatever your car drives on depends on which FSD version you can download. And so he said, wait. Either you stop downloading now software updates. Yeah. These are software updates, not FSD, right?
Yeah.
And then you wait, and then you get, I think he said it was the one you have, which is 11.3, right?
11.36, yeah.
And, or you keep on updating, and you wait until, D version comes, we shouldn't be far.
Right.
And a couple days later, Elon said, soon we'll be ready to give everybody a free month. And I said,
Right.
oh, good, you heard
Right.
me.
Yeah.
Not that he did, but I can live with believing it.
Yes.
And so I think that's my plan now. So as
Okay.
soon as there is a free first month, I'm just going to jump on it. And I think they will update all the cars that don't have FSD currently
To
the
get
level
it. Exactly.
to the level that it's needed, rather than me now trying to jump on the right version. I just
Yeah.
it seems to be a headache.
What they might do is they might just like with that free version, everyone's car will just come with FSD, and every once in a while it's like try FSD by pulling down on the
True.
stock twice.
True.
They don't even have to opt
But you know,
in.
on the X there's no duck anymore. You know that.
Oh,
on the
it's
X,
just a button, right?
It is a
Yeah.
button. It's completely different.
I love how you call it a tuck. Is that French?
A trick, I don't know what it is. I make up words all the
Yeah,
time.
I don't even. It's like what would you the stock?
Oh,
Right,
whatever.
that's the
But
stock.
stock
I
is
like
at
truck
a stock
better.
exchange, right?
Yeah, kind of, yeah, yeah.
It's certainly from French.
I think that's the right thing to do. I really do believe, man. Like it's especially around this area, I've just found it to be so much better, such a better performance versus the previous version. It's more.
Whoa, smooth.
Yeah,
huh?
it's smooth, you know,
Yeah.
like even like here, the road's like tightening a little bit and it
Yeah.
should move a little bit to the right and it's,
Oh, it
slow
slows
down
down.
just to make sure. And again, this is like too slow, right? So here's where I'm like, okay, I'm going to put my pedal down to move it forward. And what I notice
Farzad's
is,
cheating.
well, no, it's good data, right? This is what we're supposed to be doing when it's not,
Yeah.
like here's supposed to go a little faster, so I'm going to push it along.
I really
Yeah.
like Austin. I think this is so quaint. You have these old houses, modern houses, high rises.
Yeah. It's cute. It's like a big city with a small town feel.
It does, right?
You know, and it's not necessarily too big either. It's kind of like still quite small, not a lot of people. I think Austin Metro has like, I think the city of Austin has less than 1 million people.
Yeah.
And let's see, which are we gonna go? This way?
Ooh,
Okay.
baby!
Oh, there you go. And then we're gonna make a left. Okay.
But you know what's funny? Compared to California, there are much less Teslas on the roads.
We gotta go all the way in the far left.
Oh
Let's
my
see if
gosh, baby,
let's see
baby,
if
baby,
does
do it!
Let's see if it does it.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, all right, not too bad. It's a teenager, you know. It's a teenager. Yeah.
Okay, I had 5 kids, now I have a 6th one, right? Let's go.
There you go. It's a teenager that's learning how to drive, but it doesn't have the terrible jokes that they would usually
Oh
have.
yeah,
in the
I
car,
was
you
just
know?
saying there are enough Teslas, now there were 3 there. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, but I mean, California, it's crazy. In
Oh yeah, it's every
California,
other car, right?
I mean, Santa Barbara, it's really getting
It is.
something.
Oh, yeah.
Of new cars, I would
Mhm.
say of new cars, it's 1 out of 2.
Okay.
Now, obviously, there's a stock of old cars around, but incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. And not only 3s and Ys, also loads and loads of X's and S's. It's a joy to see.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I can't understand those people who say, oh my God, you go to a supermarket and you don't find your Tesla. Of course you find your Tesla. I mean, come on, it just jing jing and it goes. Here you
Okay,
go.
I have a funny story about that. Yesterday I went shopping and I wasn't paying attention where I left my car because I was in the middle of like DMing back and forth with somebody. And I come out and there were 4 other white Model Ys in the parking lot and I walked to every other one except mine. I walk up to it and I'm like, hold on, that's not my license plate. I'm like, oh, that's mine. And then I
Look
walk
at
to that
but
one.
Your phone should find it all by itself.
Yeah, but it's a small parking lot, you know. But I didn't remember which row I put it in, and they were all so closely packed
And
together.
do you still have a key fob or only do it on
No,
your phone?
I just do it on my phone.
Okay, because I still have a key fob, right? And I'm an old lady. So I just press the key fob and I see
Oh,
which
okay.
one goes up.
Yeah,
Oh, what is this?
Uh-oh.
Let me turn off my phone.
you're getting blown up.
That's not
I didn't even think there were key fobs.
Oh yeah, I'd have key
Yeah,
fob.
with it, I think with the S and X you get key fobs.
I had an X and 2 S's and I never had a key fob.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
Did
back
you-
in 2013 I had
We have
the
key
first-
fobs and we have put
Yes.
color stuff
Oh
on it.
yeah. I don't think
Did I
the
have a
early.
key fob? Maybe I did and I forgot.
It was like a little car shaped
Yeah,
fob.
yeah. That's what I have.
did.
Yeah,
It's been so
yeah.
long, I
It's like a
forgot.
little toy.
I
Yeah.
love my little key fob.
Yeah, they're fun.
I did have one. You're right.
I remember when I used to work at the company, we would have a drawer full of key fobs, and it was one of the most commonly ordered.
allowed to be there?
All right, so it's supposed to go on the left.
Come on.
Oh, it's supposed to make a right here. That's why, because it's a right turn.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're more
Yeah.
clever than I am. That's probably not difficult, but there you go.
Well, I oftentimes I'm like, you're in the wrong lane, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, you're not. What is it trying to do? It's trying to make. Are we here? Hold on. Are we
I
here?
don't think that's it because if
Oh,
that's
it's
it, we
over.
have a
It's over
problem.
here. It's over. So then why are we here? Why did I make it right here? Took us the wrong way.
Well,
Terrible. Boo. You know what? Cindy's like, I wish there was a feature for Teslas where I could boo anytime it does something bad. So instead of like logging in like the thing, she's just like, boo. See, so here it's supposed to turn around and it's not. This is where the mapping and the FSD.
And you see, that's the
Yeah, and then like we're stopped here. So let's see if it figures out what to do. No, it's just like, I don't know what to do. See that?
Panic.
It's going to go to the park.
Gives
All
you nice footage, right?
That's right. That's right. Come on, Elon, bro. Get this fixed. Yeah, that was weird. And
No, Elon, now you owe us that the two of us can ask questions.
Yes, there you go.
Right? Because
There you
this
go.
is enough.
When will you fix this specific
Exactly.
bug with FSD that gave us really good content for the video?
So did you see? So last night he was partying in Mexico.
I saw that in
This
Cabo.
morning he was in Paris,
Yeah.
pretending he's going to do something with
He's a-
his French, and which you don't, please. And tomorrow he's here asking.
Crazy busy. And then he's on CNBC right after.
Exactly.
Very busy man.
And probably in the middle he's sorting out Twitter.
So let me ask you, like right before we leave here, do you think that him being at Cabo last night is a sign that he's in really good spirits? Oh, see, not good. Thank you. See, not a good right turn there.
I think this is it, right?
It's up. It's up here on the right here.
On the right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is it,
That's
right?
it. That's it. Okay.
This is
We're gonna
it.
move over to the right. Hopefully this bus
Yes.
doesn't get mad at me. Well, I can't park here. Okay, so do I have to go around? Or...
Can you hop park there?
I'm just gonna park here and then back out. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this.
Okay, now.
VIP. Okay.
You're with
There
me,
we go.
right? You
That's
just tell
right.
them.
Exactly.
I'm with her.
Exactly. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Cool.
Loved it.
Yeah.